I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I am cursed by every day till my time is...
Hello, my loyal subjects, and welcome to a scientific video. Today I will be showing you the fossils and archaeology mod, to be certain, and I have set this all up outside just to show you. And I am joined by heroes and significant dogs, and let us start right here. So here we have the sifter. All these items right here can be sifted, and this is how you craft it. And then you stick it in there, and that loads. It's a really cool animation. We put all these in here. All these items can be sifted, and once they're sifted, it can give you any one of these items. Yes. So here we have a plant fossil from the Podzol, and another plant fossil from the clay, and then sand from the sand. Yes, okay. And you see these drums? Yes, this is how you craft it. It has redstone in it. It doesn't even need a redstone signal, which is strange. Once you have a tame T-Rex, you can control it with the drum once you hit it with the score stick. And then if you hit it with the stick, you can control some herbivores. And with the bone, you can control some carnivores. With the arrow, you can control the flying ones. And so the stay, father, wander, and those are the 4 commands. And these are the feeders: stick, steak, and any kind of thing made from wheat or any kind of plant-like material. And to plant it, you put you do this, okay? It's simple. This is the Dinopedia. Darn it is name. With my magical science skills, I have turned it to die. Yeah. This is the Dinopedia. To craft it, you need a book and a bio. And the Dinopedia is a book that when you get dinosaurs, it can show you how those dinosaurs are. Like, say your dinosaur is sad, and you look in your book, it will say the dinosaur is sad. So now we have the balls, and you can make only the white ball, and then you can dye it by combining the white ball with any color. And this is how you make it. You can switch out the slime ball for any of these things, and it will still work. And these are all the colors, and I'm going to show you how it works with a red ball and a triceratops. This will be the first dinosaur you see in the mod review, and it's stuck in the wall. So now if we put the ball here, it's going to play with the ball. Watch as it plays with the ball. Science. And another interesting thing is how long it takes to hatch a dinosaur egg. A dinosaur egg takes 100 seconds to hatch, and it needs light or warmth. So you can just put the egg there, and since you have the egg down, you put the Dinopedia, you click on it with the Dinopedia, and the Triceratops egg will show up, and it will show you how it's going. So it's going to stop yelling at me, and then yes, and then it will turn into a Triceratops. Stop it! We will come back later and see how the egg is doing. For now, let's just come over here. Here we have the skulls, and that's how you make the skull stick. And then if you make the skull, you can make it into bone meal. And it can also be used for it can also be used for lighting. So to do that, you just put a skull over the torch. Yes. And so this is an archaeology workbench. And so you can put all of these things in. Put the rag scraps in for fuel. And then you stick in one of these things, and it will restore it to its former glory. Though it may take a little bit, you might want to have a little storage of relic scraps if you want to do this, because it's going to take a while. We will come back and see what that has. Oh no! Getting my magical golden lasso of holding, which is from yet another scientific mod. So the Triceratops is not hurt, but it's just like a Pokeball. And look, the dinosaur is hatched, as you can see down in the in the corner in the chat. And yeah, now we've got a baby Triceratops. It eats all of these things. And then here's all this information. I don't want to read it because I've already read it. Now if we come back over here, you'll see that this looks different now. So yeah, this is almost done. So the outcome broken ancient helmet, it will be the fixed version of all these things. Yes. And then these are the analyzers. One of the best things in the mod, the normal animal drop can be analyzed, and all of these things can also be analyzed, and it will give you dino DNA, and this is how you craft it. Okay, and if you put those things in, you can get all of these things, or these things, which are the things you don't. And then you have the cultivar, which is the how you get the eggs from the DNA. So to power this, you need milk, and then if we grab some DNA of an alligator gar, it will start turning into an alligator gar egg. You see, and it gives you the bucket back, which is good. It can give you an egg or embryo of any kind, or a failure plant or dino, if it fails. And this is the bubble blower. This is only for underwater dinos. Actually, they're aquatic reptiles, but you know, it's whatever. This is how you craft it. It's very expensive. So you need an iron pickaxe to mine this fossil ore. I've changed my game mode and put back the fossil ores. So now we can actually do it. So if you mine this with an iron pickaxe, you can get a chance of all these things in this chest. And I actually got a broken ancient helmet, which is very rare. Okay. And you can get from all of these things and the plant fossil. And then this is amber ore, which can be mined with a wooden pickaxe. And it's not naturally spawning, and it has no use, neither does the amber. So it has no real purpose. So you get this permafrost. You can either mine it with your fist or with any kind of shoveling in the mine. And if it's like placed next to a torch, it turns to dirt. So you can get any one of these items, including the fern spores. This is ice stone, just a decorative block you can only get in creative. And it drops cobblestone when you mine it, and it has no use. It just keeps the permafrost cold. Okay, now we're gonna show you the tar pits. Minion Tarblets, come here. Jump in there where you missed the tablet. And this is the tar. So she's gonna jump in and show you what happens when you go into the tar. So you can see underneath it, but you can't swim in it when you're in survival. But thankfully, Mr. Turblets is in creative mode. And from these pits, you can spawn a tar slime which drop tar drops. So if it turns the game mode to easy, And then, now look at all the mobs. And drop it down there. Oh no, 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 no. As you can see, it's basically, oh no, I'm blinded. You can gather up tar buckets, turn it into 4 tar jobs. And then if you analyze the tar jobs, you can get a tar fossil. And then this is volcanic rock. It spawns next to lava. You can mine it with a wooden pickaxe. And so, if you get the volcanic, you can, if you put 4 in the save like that, you'll get a volcanic, this is volcanic ash. It has no use and it does not naturally spawn. And a cool thing about this block is that if you break it, the particles go up instead of down. And this is ancient stone, another block that cannot be found, but yet it has stone. It's just for decoration and creative mode. Now we've got all these items. This is a scarab gem used for taming creature. Aquatic scarab gem is used for taming aquatic creatures. The Dominican amber, which is made from the receiving table and combined with scarab gem, and you get the aquatic scarab. And
these are all the tools. Oh no, the golden horse invisible. Scarab shovel, scarab axe, scarab pick. Let's take this with me. Let's take these tools with, and we have the scarab swords and this really cool sick DVDs. Not DVDs. You have 4 of them, but one of them's invisible for some reason. And I'm going to play a small little bit of each song. Those are the fossil records. They're really cool. We have this, that's supposed to say helmet. And so, let's put this armor on too. So if we get this, this is made with any dinosaur and there's bones. And this is the rib cage. It's made from any rib cage right there. And any vertebra. So let's take that. And then the same goes, any leg bones right there. And then this is on the foot and any claw or talon. So that's cool. And now, let's try this armor on. And it has a really cool effect when you wear it like this. And then here's the armor on the outside. So yeah, that's really cool. That has much durability on it. Then we come over here and we have wooden javelins. Javelins are uncraftable but can be traded for with an archaeological villager. And this is the wooden javelin, and you just charge it up like a bow and throw it. And I will show you that with one of them. This is the stone javelin. Let's throw this, and there it goes, far, far away. Then here's the iron javelin. Then this is dispenser. You can shoot them out like dispensers. And it has a small chance of sending out lightning. Or a big chance, I don't know. I don't want to throw all the javelins, so yeah. You know what to do. And this is the tooth dagger. It's made from a Tyrannosaurus tooth and a stick. And this is the ancient treasure chest. It's found after you beat the boss battle. And if you click on it with the key and open it, it will give you an ancient clock. And so, that's how that works. And this is a cooked egg. Any dino egg equals a cooked egg when it's put in a raw chicken soup. Made like that. Then cooked chicken soup. And then chicken essence, which is the thing that makes dinosaurs grow. Feed this to your dinosaurs to make them grow, as it says. And that's how you craft it. It's very good. It may make your dinosaurs grow, but it comes at a cost of making your dinosaur very hungry, so you have to feed him more after you give him more.
Then this is one last material, the reinforced glass and then sand. Then sand put in a furnace makes reinforced glass. Then sand in nether quartz makes then sand. This is a work in progress thing. And so that's how you craft it. It's one of the most expensive things in the mod at the current time. If you put this in, it will load up, but it will not do anything because it is still a work in progress. These are the obsidian spikes. It is crafted like that. And the boss battle will summon these in one of his stages. And it makes you jump about, and it's almost impossible to get out of here now. Okay, I will follow you wherever you go. And then there's also these figurines you can get from relic scraps. Relic scraps. Yes, from relic scraps. So there's pristine, damaged, and broken. This is the Steve. This is the skeleton. This is the zombie. This is the Enderman. This is the Pigman. And then this is the mysterious figure. We have no idea what it is because it's mysterious. And now you can place stone tablets on a wall and it makes a picture. So yeah, there. Then if we come over here, you can place fossils, and if you give them bones, they grow.
So now this is a tall gallimimus, then here's another gallimimus. Then we give this Sarcosuchus bones, then we give this rhino, Plasmodium, then this Phoracericus, then this mammoth, and they will all grow. They will not go to full size because these things can all be bigger.
This is some more stuff you can't get naturally other than in academies. Okay. And then here's our plants. This is ferns. They can only be planted under leaves. And they will spread. I did not plant all these. I planted this one. This is the original one. And it spreads. So you might want to be careful. This is Lycopodium filter. And its plant has these. They have the fossilized seed and then the normal seed. Next thing we have is over here, which is a list of the structures. A picture of the structure will appear on the screen as I say it, because I do not have the time to go and look for them in a normal survival world. Okay. Underwater, there are shipwrecks. On land, there's the Moai statue, the temple, the dig site, the Kami, the Aztec vacuum shop. And in another Anu's temple thing, I accidentally broke the sign. And the heck boat. And other, there is the room, which appears after you beat Anu, or Anubis. I don't really know anymore. So here are the naturally spawning dinosaurs. This is an alligator gar. This is the gar. And these will despawn if you do not name them. Mine are named underscore so that they won't despawn, so I could show you them. This is the coelacanth and this is the sturgeon. This is the nautilus. You can place it and then pick it back up. You can do that anyways when it's in water. And this is nautilus DNA detects it spugging out. You cook it, you get CO2. Then if you can, both these things control the plesiosaur, and then you can get cooked sturgeon. I don't know why these textures are messing up. You can get cooked version of all of these. And then these are the restored things from the archaeology workbench. And this is how you make the broken volute. This is how you make the fancy version. Each one has their own recipe and they're all the same. With all of them, you just need the restored one, okay? And over here, we have some custom enchantments. The paleontology and archaeology. This one, what archaeology does, increases the chance of you getting those relic scraps. And what this one does is give you a chance of more of those ones. So, we're going to show you the heck boat and Anu's castle, how to get to Anu's castle. This is the heck boat with the Anu statue, and it has a bunch of loot on board that you can grab. Okay, and I have a chest set up here of how to get to the dimension where you fight the boss. Okay, so now I will show you. You put 4 kinds of any figurine in the corners. Oh no, and I'm still okay. And then you supply it to the Anu statue, and then it starts to do this really cool animation as it disappears, and then it explodes, and now there is no more boat, and that is sad. So now if you jump into the portal, you will be here. I already built this pathway over to the statue. This will not be naturally occurring. So if you come over here, I'm going to gear myself up a little bit with some of the stuff. So I'll be right back. Now we are here, and these Anu statues explode whenever you walk near them. There's all this good loot all around the place, and there's a whole bunch of buildings. I'm pretty sure that these are not supposed to just explode. They're supposed to come alive, and they're supposed to fight you. It's not a good thing. So be careful whenever you walk around those. We are in the central room, and I set up a chest just over here to help me defeat him. And I've got this really cool stuff to try and take him out. It's gonna be sick, bro. The one thing I forgot is blocks to build up to him, so I'll be right back. So now I've got a stack of stone. So now I can build up to him. And the way to activate it, because you cannot get this normally, is you click it with the scarabs. You click it somewhere with the scarabs up, and it will open.
I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I'm cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day. I'll never forget this day. I'll never forget this day.
So he'll teleport you to the room, and then you right click his body, and he'll give you the ancient key. And in that room will be the ancient treasure. So now let's get to the part y'all have all been waiting for. The dinosaur. So over here I have a list of all the dinosaurs. And also these things. You can these are things.
You've seen those are the fun, like, these are the normal animals, and this the eggs. Then here's the dinosaurs, I'm gonna run through this real quick, and I'm gonna do a montage of every dinosaur.
Okay, and I'll see you Okay guys, thanks for watching, and join the next time for Dr. Slimebronoid mod reviews.